Hello everybody, I'm now going to talk a bit more than usual about the car and setup to just give you a little idea about my thoughts. Since I'm a BMW fan but also owner and my neighbor also owns a BMW M8 competition, I was really happy that we finally received a new BMW. It wasn't that one I actually hoped for, but still a newer model, so that's definitely amazing. What you really feel is that this car is based on the more luxurious 7 Series. It's pretty heavy despite being a two-door coupe, which is promoted as a sports car. Nevertheless, the F92 M8 drives quite fine. Usually all-wheel driven cars tend to understeer, but not this M8. It actually oversteers more than expected. A factor could be the high weight, making problems in transition phases. There you can lose the rear easily, but also the base BMW setup always tends more to oversteer. But what I really love about this car is the sound coming from this 4.4 liter V8. In my ears, the sound from the engine or engine bay sounds even better than the noises coming out of the exhaust. With my setup, I tried to provide a competitive S1 car. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to do this at all, as you see later in the video. Since this car is rated at 791, it would be quite senseless to go for an A-class tune due to its high weight. The car is still too heavy with its final 1.6 tons. I could have used the Forza Aero, but then this car would have been too slow even with its 1000 Nm of torque. That's why I tried to compensate this with slicks instead of semi-slicks, but I still did not achieve the results I looked for. I mean, I could have swapped the drivetrain from all-wheel drive to rear-wheel drive, but just with Forza Aero, because without the car would just go sideways the whole time you look at the throttle. So now you still have a pretty decent tight cornering, but it's just impossible to fully send this car in medium fast to fast corners. At least you'll win the most straight line and high speed duels. The whole tune took me around 2.5 hours to set up. I think with enough practice you will still be able to manage some good times in rivals events, and you will also win every offline race, at least when the track is dry. As you can see later, it's barely impossible to drive this car with slicks in wet conditions.